There we go. Alright, welcome to Picture This New Media. My name is Halal Ernie, and today I am going to be going over September 28th New Comic Book Day haul. Yes, that is tomorrow's New Comic Book Day haul on Wednesday. I'm basically going to be going over the picks of what I think that you guys are going to should pick, some skips and some maybes that you might want to check out. And I got a few lined up here. I haven't seen what they're about, but I'm going to read them over with you. Maybe we'll get interested into them together. Sorry about that, but a second ago I thought I was connected. I thought I had put my mic on, but I had forgot to put my mic. The wonderful things of live streaming. I'm getting used to it. But yeah, if you haven't seen already, before we get into this, I have a few videos up that kind of got some low counts. Ellie's kind of update, and basically a little bit more of an update here on her tumors and her cancer and everything removal, and an episode 5 review of Rings of Power. Just go ahead and get the take a look at those. Check those out whenever you get the chance. Alright, now without further ado, let's get started on September 28th, 2022 of this week, Wednesday, tomorrow, as of today's Comic Book Day haul. New Comic Book Day haul, what releases? New Comic Book Day releases. I keep saying haul because I'm so used to saying that with my videos. So we're starting off with DC Comics, Detective Comics number 1064. I'm going to skip it. That might be a maybe for you guys. I'm going to skip the Amazing Spider-Man because I'm not caught up, so that'll be a maybe. These two are maybes. I'm gonna skip this one. I'm not really into the whole DC lore background. These three might be maybes for you all, but they're gonna be skip it's for me. Basically, Thor number 27 is gonna be a skip it for me. It's got a Venom on the cover, but even that's not gonna entice me. I do not like the direction they are going with Thor. X-Men, same with X-Men number 15. I'm actually not caught up with it, but I don't like what they're doing with X-Men, so I'm gonna pass on the X-Men. We got DC Comics, though did come out with a good one, and this one is called The Nice House on the Lake. Now, I've picked up the trade paperback of the ones previous, and this one is really good. This story is doing really good, so I'm actually going to get this one if they have it in stock. Next up is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 42. I am not a fan of any really extra Spider-Man, so I'm going to pass on this guy. I'm also going to pass on the DC vs. Vampires number 9. Just not my thing. DC really isn't my thing. If you like a lot of the comics that I like, you might like DC vs. Vampires, but it's just not worth it to me. Same with the Batman Beyond the White Knight, not worth it to me. Some Batman fans might like that one. The Department of Truth number 21. I'm gonna skip it myself, but that'll be a maybe for you guys. If you are caught up with that one, you might like it. You might be a long-time fan. Not good for new fans. Next up is House of Slaughter number 9. Catch up before you get number 9. I'm definitely gonna get that one. I'm definitely gonna get House of Slaughter number 9. Human Target number 7 by DC Comics. This one's by Boom Studios, by the way, but this one's by DC Comics. Now, I missed this one, and I wish I hadn't, so that one's gonna be a maybe for you all. It's gonna be a skip it for me. This one's gonna be a skip it. This one's going to be a maybe. I'm going to read a couple of the Gambit ones that I have. I'm going to read the number 1, and I'm going to see if it's worth it. So this one's a big maybe for me. Ant-Man is a skip it. I don't like Ant-Man. Personal preference. Task Force Z, number 12. I am going to skip it. I'm not even caught up with most of DC Comics stuff. It's not my forte. I do not like it. I'm going to skip it. There's better comics in Image. Speaking of 8 Billion Genies, number 5, I am going to pick. I like this story thus far, and it was such a great beginning, and jinns and genies, I really liked it ever since I've became in Islamic culture, basically, and learned about it. Axe Avengers number 1, I'm gonna skip it. That might be a maybe for some of you all, but I'm definitely gonna skip it. Star Wars Dr. Arfa, I'm gonna skip it. That's all I'm gonna say. Same thing with this one, Symbol of Truth, I'm gonna skip it. Getting the leftovers of white superheroes, and then he's fighting the Black Panther. Like, optics, come on, guys. Boom Studios Grimm number 5, I am going to get this one. This one has been a really good story so far, and where she's a Grim Reaper, and yeah, it's been a really good story. And if you get the chance, kind of read what this is about and see if it's like for you. But I recommend this one. I'm gonna skip Deathstroke Incorporated number 13. I'm gonna pick number 10 of The Scorch by Image Comics. Really good story. DC Comics Tim Drake, Robin number 1. I am definitely gonna skip that one. There's so many reasons why. They are basically the art is not on par anymore, and the storytelling isn't on par either. Not good. Not a good look. This Han Solo Star Wars, Han Solo and Chewbacca Star Wars. I'm gonna skip. I skipped this one so far. I got the number 1, and I didn't like the story at all. It was a little silly. I didn't like it, so I'm gonna skip it. And Star Wars fans, OG Star Wars fans might not like it, but Disney Star Wars fans, they may or may not like this one. To be honest, Disney Star Wars fans might not like this one either. Boom Studios Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 100. Other than being a collector's number 100, I'm gonna skip it. Personal preference. I'm not a big Power Rangers fan anymore. I think I've grown up a little bit past that. It just didn't stick with me, I guess. Pokemon did, but Power Rangers didn't. Go figure. The Sandman Universe Nightmare Country number 6. I am gonna skip it. I am not caught up with the lore or this story, so that might be a maybe for you. Thunderbolts number 2, skip it. Batman Fortress, skip it. Defenders Beyond number 3, skip it. Not interested. DC Comics Superman Space Age number 2, skip it. Looks cool, but not my personal preference. Stillwater number 15 by Skybound and Image. I am going to skip it. I'm not caught up, but it looks cool, so I'll recommend this one. But yeah, I am going to get this one. Fortnite Marvel and Zero War number 5. That is something that my stepson is reading, so I think it's the last one too, inshallah. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings number 3, I'm gonna skip it. Not a Shang-Chi fan. Might be a good one for Shang-Chi fans, but not for me. Damage Control number 2 by Marvel Comics, I'm gonna skip it. Does not look interesting at all to me. Sergeant Rock vs. Army of the Dead, DC Horror. I'm gonna skip it. I Hate This Place number 5. I'm gonna pick it. I've been liking what they got so far. Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm gonna skip it. Briar number 1 is gonna be a maybe. What if Sleeping Beauty never got her happily ever after and instead had to save herself? Set in a brutal fantasy. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get this one. This one's gonna be a pick it for sure. I am gonna get this one. Old Dog by Image Comics. Old Dog follows Jack Lynch, a once promising CIA operative on eve of retirement. Looking back at a failed career, he tasked with one final mission. What goes horribly wrong? That goes horribly wrong. He wakes years later to a changed world with even deeper changes within him. Second chance of life. You know, that one's gonna be a maybe. That one's gonna be a maybe. It's kind of a same old story, but I don't know. It's gonna be maybe. Genesis Vale, Captain Marvel. I'm definitely gonna skip that one. Young Justice skip. DC Mech skip. Lazarus Risen. I'm gonna skip it. Not caught up. Justice League skip it. Not caught up. Maybe on this one for people. Magic Order number 3. I'm going to skip it, but it'll be a maybe for others. They might like it more than I did. The Armageddon Game by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna skip it. I'm not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. Big surprise, I know. Sins of the Black Flamingo. I'm gonna skip it. Not my kind of comic book. Batman the Audio Adventures. I'm not really a Batman, big on Batman, but so I'm gonna skip it, but might be a maybe for Batman fans. Parker Girls, I'm gonna skip it. I don't think that's sold at my comic book shop. Blood Syndicate Season 1, I'm gonna skip it. It's gonna skip. I'm gonna skip all these ones. The Marvel Voices and the Wild Card. Flawed. Let's see what that one's about. By Image Comics. Bitterroot. Gem Easy is a psychiatrist in a Kafkaesque in the Kafkaesque city of Setham, where corruption and brutality rule the streets. By day, she uses words to solve her patients' problems. By night, she takes on a more direct and sometimes deadly approach, but her practice puts her in the sights of an immortal serial killer. Jen finds herself embroiled in power. Struggle that threatens everything she knows. You know, that sounds really cool, but I'm going to skip it. I would rather read Old Dog than that one. I'm gonna skip it. Well, I'm gonna put a maybe on that one. I'll put a maybe. Vampire Slayer number 6. Well, I'm gonna skip it. After School. I didn't know what this was about, but let's see if it's like something I could read. In this issue, Jill, the shade-changing girl presents. Annoying young sister doesn't even begin to explain that she's living with. So this is like, I don't know. This might be something like where she where it'll be a, yeah, it's a standalone story. There it is. It's a one shot. I'm gonna skip it. Doesn't sound like anything I would want to read. It's about like sisters and stuff. Unnatural Blue Blood. I'm going to pick it. New Think number 4. I'm gonna skip it, but I recommend that one. Marvel Previews. Skip it. Hard Eyes. I'm gonna pick it. I recommend it as well. Scout Comics Pentagram of Horror. I'm gonna skip it. Recommend to horror fans though. Vampirella Year 1 number 3. I'm going to pick it. I love Vampirella stuff. Oh man, thirsty. Xenoscope Grim Fairy Tales number 64. I'm going to skip it, but I recommend to others. The Roadie by Dark Horse Comics. More than 35 years after his heyday, a former heavy metal roadie must return to the back roads of America to do a job he thought he'd retire from, Exorcist. But this time he's not saving groupies and drunk bassists, he's trying to save his daughter. Kind of sounds lame, to be honest. I'm gonna skip that one. Heavy Metal number 319. Gonna skip it. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle number 9. I'm gonna skip it because I'm not caught up. I'm not a Sheena fan. Hell is a Squared Circle. I'm going to skip it as it. I'm just never really was a wrestling fan, but it looks cool, and I recommend it to wrestling fans if you're a wrestling fan and a comic book fan. Prometheus 1313 number 3. I am going to pick it. It's been good so far. End After End. I am going to skip it. I didn't like the number 1 and didn't like the way this story was. IDW Transformers Shattered Glass. I'm going to skip it. I'm not a Transformers fan. Triscole number 4. I'm going to pick it. I love it. My Little Pony number 5. I'm going to skip it. I'm not a My Little Pony fan. Panther number 5. I'm going to skip it, but I recommend it. I'm going to wait for the trade paperback to come out. Shadow Service number 15. I am going to skip it. Haven't caught up that far. Devil's Highway number 5. I am going to skip it. Didn't read this miniseries, but I recommend it to others. Street Fighter Masters Chun-Li number 1 by Udon. If my comic book shop gets this, I am going to definitely get this one. Onyx by Image Comics. I am not sure. Let's read this. Onyx arrives in near-future Nigeria, but beset by overpopulation and food shortages, brought on by the WEF, alongside another alien entity that corrupts all life forms in its presence. Is Onyx here to save the planet in its final throes? Help save the planet, or in its final throes help hasten it in its destruction? That's gonna be a maybe, and it's gonna be a close maybe. I think I might get that, depending on how low my actual haul is. Redman number 4. I'm gonna skip it, but I recommend it. Brigade Remastered Edition. So it's just a remastered version of the 1992. Oh. I don't know. It's $3.99. I might get this just for the collectors, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get anything on top of that, like any more of it, depending on if I like it. Death Rage, I'm gonna skip it, but I do recommend it. Never Ender, I am going to get as a maybe. Beyond the Beyond, I'm gonna pick because it's been a really good one so far. Pink Lemonade, let's see. A new hero on the scene, Pink Lemonade, dreams of doing things big, but ultimately she'll settle for doing good and helping out where she can. Things don't always work out as planned, as Pink Lemonade sees when she accidentally crashes the set of the next Rex radical blockbuster movie while trying to do her hero thing. There's a misunderstanding with some cops, and just when you think she's sunk, she gets a offer she may not be able to refuse, but it's just too good to be true. that'll be a maybe if Esther wants it. This seems like a total chick comic book. Um, we'll see. We'll see. If we have some money left over, that'll be a maybe. Elite Comics presents. That's gonna be a skip. That's gonna be a get, a pick. Man, we're not gonna get this one. I'm pretty sure. Mango and the Bunny Man. Green Eggs and Blam number 3. I am definitely gonna get. That's a great series. Born of Blood. Let's see. Ancient Sparta is a dangerous place. It requires a strong hand to keep its rivals at bay for years. Cleomenes' strength did just that, but after losing his queen, who only offered him one heir, his daughter Giaris, he decided he must put her through baptism of fire, prepared her for one day to defend Sparta. Will she rise to the challenge, or will she and Sparta fall? You know what? That one is not. I'm gonna skip it myself, but I'm gonna recommend to people who might like that. This Merc Publishing has been doing a pretty good job, and the rest of this stuff I'm pretty sure isn't gonna go into my comic book shop, except for some of the manga, maybe. Oh, except for Source Point Press right here. The Oblivion Trials. I am gonna get that one. Definitely gonna get that one. And Mechanics, I am gonna skip. I'm gonna skip Mechanics. Other than that, I think we are done here. Please, if you like what you see here, please donate when you get the chance on my link tree. It's at PictureThisNewMedia, or link tr.ee/PictureThisNewMedia. You'll find all my links here to my PayPal, CashApp, my Coffee, my Patreons even here, and my anybody who becomes a member of my Patreon will get the first 3 members of my Patreon will get a chance to win some comic books and some Funko Pop figures. So yeah, I believe we have Natsu from Fairy Tail. So yeah, please let me know, or please sign up for my membership on Patreon or on Coffee, and then if make any donations to Venmo, PayPal, anything like that. If you're making a donation to help my dog out, please mark on there, to Allie or for Allie or for dogs, cancer or anything like that. Cancer sucks. Write that on there. Then I will, of course, show proof that I'm giving that to my parents for her bills. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate it. I'm going to go over on Twitch and do some gaming there. If you get the chance, go on Twitch, twitch.tv/PictureThisNM, and then you can watch me there. Assalamu alaikum, and